Dear students, greetings from Dr. T. Sendil Murugan, Associate Professor and Head Department of Information Technology, Kakatiya Institute of Technology and Science, Warangal. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about storage classes in C language. In previous lecture, we have discussed about call by value, call by reference, and function categories, and function declaration with example programs. And finally, recursive function we have discussed in the last video. So this is week 10, lecture 3, classroom discussion topic 30, storage classes. So after completion of this lecture, student will be able to develop a C program using respective storage classes as per requirement. Okay. There is 4 storage classes are there. Based on the requirements, student will use those storage classes in their program. So in the previous class, we have discussed about recursion, what is a recursive function, what are the properties of recursion, and sample programs for how the recursion is working. These are the things we have discussed in the last lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about storage classes. Storage classes decide the scope, lifeline, and memory allocation of variables. Okay. The scope of the variable is the boundary within the program where the variable can be accessed or used. So we have 4 storage classes. One is automatic, second one is register, third one external, and fourth one static. So the keyword automatic we are using auto. For register simply we can write register. For external storage we are using extern. This is the keyword we are using, and for static storage classes we are using static. So here all the storage classes using memory like RAM, but other than registered storage specifier is using register. The remaining all are using memory like RAM, random access memory. So while we are using automatic and registered, the initial value of the variable is garbage values. Okay, not a zero values. But when we are using the extern or static keywords, the variable it will take initial value as zeros. Okay. The scope of the values other than extern keyword, so auto or register or static, it is within the block. Okay, the particular block, the storage class will work. But extern keyword will work for global multiple files. If multiple files are there means it will be work both the files. Okay. So the life is end of the block. Once block is over, automatic will be over. Auto keyword is over. Same like that register also. But extend keyword till end of the program. Okay. So the program may be divided into different files. The file to file we can use this extend keyword for using the variable. The scope is till end of the program it is working. Same like that static also. So example how we can write the auto int a. If we are not mentioned any storage class, simply we are written that variable type and variable, then automatically it will default storage class is auto. So we can write auto or without auto also the system is taking as auto only. So default storage class of variables are auto. For register in front of variable they have to register mention register. For external data type, they must be use extern keyword for in front of the data variable. So for same like that, for static also, they have to mention static in front of variable. Okay. So now we will discuss about one by one. First one, automatic variable. Automatic means auto is the keyword. In front of the numbers, it will be used. Okay. So this is the syntax for using auto storage classes. So automatic variables are created when the function is called and destroyed automatically when the function is existed. Okay, when we are calling the function starts, no, from the function starts, it will work. So till end of the block or end of the function, it will be destroyed. The variable are therefore local to the function in which they are declared. Okay. If you declare this variable in the A means this variable only inside the block it will be used. Okay. So that's why we are saying this is a local variable also. So the variable declared inside the function is called like local variable. That variable used in the particular block only. Variable declared inside the function without storage class specification is by default automatic variable. Okay. So see this example. So here two functions we are declared, function 1, function 2. In main function we declare the variable m1000. So here already I said if we are mentioned auto or not auto also, it will be defaultly it will take automatic variable. Okay. So it is calling the function 2. So control flow will goes to function 2. So in this function 2 m is declared 100. So here m is declared 1000, but here m is declared 100. So this m is local variable of main function. This m local variable of function 2. So it is not affected here. Okay. So that's why we are saying this is a local variable. So this is auto variable. Okay. So here m value is 100. Again it is calling the function 1. So control will goes to function 1. Okay. In function 1 what happened again m value is 10. So here m is printed. So what is the output? First m will be printed. Then control will goes to second line in this function. So in this function, what is the value? M is 100. So 100 will be printed. Then after that, it is printing then main function. Then main function, what is m value? 1000. So it will print the 1000 value. So this is the output of this program. Okay. So if you are not used to auto means it is defaultly it will take auto. So automatic variable can also be defined within the blocks. Okay, so not outside the block. If you are declared outside the block, it is not local variable or automatic variable. Okay, so it is should be declared inside the block. So initially it's how some garbage values, not zero values. If you are declared int a means, so a is the variable declared as automatic. So a taking the garbage value as the initial value. Okay. So it is stored the values in the RAM. Okay, system memory. So now we are going to discuss about the program. You see here, this is the block of coding is there. This is the best example for understanding the auto keyword. Okay, so here auto is not mentioned, but it is declared int a initialized with 5. Okay, the block is open. Inside the block, again another variable declaration int a equal to 15. So here one block is there. Okay, so in this block, what is the value? A equal to 15 only. So then again it is printed a value. So this scope is over here only. Okay. After over this block, then a value is printed. So here one a value. This is within the block. This is another block. This is outside of the block. But it is for main block. In main a value is 5. But inside the block a value is 15. So what is the output? Here 15 will print, then here 15 will print, here 5 will print. So the output is 15, 15, 5. Okay. So next one, we will see about next variable, register variable. So why register variable used? Register variable means the computer memory is CPU register. Okay. So if any variable we are used repeatedly, we need multiple times. We want to take the variable from the memory. Instead of memory, we will take the value from register. It is easy and too much faster also. But the thing is very limited number of variables only stored in the register. we are not able to store more value. If there is no space in the register, then automatically it will store in the RAM. Okay, so it is taking storage class is automatic. Defaultly it will change it. Okay. So automatically convert the register variables into non-register variables once limit is reached. So register variable are very similar to automatic variable with the difference in its storage only. Both are similar, but it is stored in the register. Okay. So next, external variable. What is external variable? External variable means declared outside of the function. So normally we know that global variable declaration. Okay. So what is global variable declaration? A variable declared outside of the function. That is considers the global variable declaration. The global variable and default value is 0. Okay. So what it is that it is active alive throughout the entire program. So the entire program the values are same. So these values may be declared before the main function. So int a comma b, then the main function is written means, so that variable is global variable. So all the function can use this variable. This variable taken as auto, but it is a global variable. Okay, so when it is a global variable, I already to auto variable means it's a local variable which is declared inside the function. But here it is a global variable. This variable is declared before main function. In the entire program, it will be the same variable we can use. Okay. But the thing is that if it is declared after the main function, if in case after main function we are used to means int a comma b means it is also considers a global variable, but we must be use extend keyword when we are using this a and b. We must be use extend keyword for using this. So the scope is where we are declared this variable. From there only it will start the activation. The remaining blocks will use this variable. Okay. So that means the visible only from the point of declaration where we are declared. From that point only it will be visible. Okay. So example, see here, this is a small program external variable, how it is working. So the variable declared number as integer and length is 7.5 with float variable. Okay, so if we are declared these two variable can used by all three functions. Main function, function 1, function 2. Okay, so both number and variables can used by all the functions because it's a global variable. So see this example here, the function 1, 2, 3 is declared here. Then variables is declared inside the function 10. So this 10 scope is the entire block, not entire program. So till main function x value is 10. So where 10 is there, then function 1 it is calling. Function 1 what happened? It is not getting any value from the main function, but already we have declared the external value. Okay. So x is 10 is there no. So then 10 plus 10 will be there. Okay. So it will be stored here that return this value. So again function 2 same integer x value. So this x value is global variable now. It will take it from the global variable. Then it is initialized with 1. Again, it is this value is initialized with 1. Then it will be written 1. So what is the output of this program? Function 3 also is there. Again, this will take x value. It will be added. So what is x value here? X value is 10 here. 10 will be print. First line x equal to 10. Then second line x equal to 20. Third line x equal to 1 because in this function x value is changed. Okay, 1. Then function 3, the value is 20 plus 10, 30. Okay, so first two function is using external variable, but the third function, function 2 is using local variable. Then again function 3 is using global variable. So this is a difference between local and global variable. Okay. So then External declaration, how we can declare? If in case before main function, after main function also declare. But what happen if we declared int y after the main function? If we are using y is equal to 5 in the main function, it is the problem. Why? Because the main is concerned, y is declared after the main function. Okay. So compiler shows the error message. But if whenever we want to use these functions like define y before main, declare y with the storage class extend in main before using it. Okay. So we have to use this before main function. Then after that, if they want to use means extend keyword, they have to use. Okay. So see here, in case the variable is declared outside of the function, but end of the function means, so we can use the extend keyword for extending this value from the external function, global variable declarations. Okay. So in case multiple files are there, then the extend keyword may be used. The first test cases extend int m. So m is declared in the file 2 as a global variable. So this variable will be used in the file 1 means they can use extend. Okay. So same like that. Next example here, you see that variable int m is declared as a global variable here. Then it will be used the same variable in the file 2. For that they are using extend int m. Okay. So this is a reflections part question. Tell the scope of the extend storage classes. What is the scope of the extend storage classes? You take 10 seconds time and answer it. You write answer in your notebook, I will check. So you check the answer which is correct. If it is correct, you can proceed further slides. Otherwise, you will go back and watch the video from the first. So 10 second over. So now I will show the answer. Yes, global multiple files. The extend storage class have the scope with global multiple files. Okay, it will work entire program throughout the program. If your answer is right, you can proceed. Otherwise, you go back and watch the video again. So last one is static variable. What is static variable? Static variable persists until the end of the program. Okay, so this is also have the scope with end of the program. We must be use the static keyword in front of the variable declaration. If once we are used static, the values are not changed inside the program. Okay, static variable are initialized only once and the program is compiled. So the static variable which are declared inside the function that should be there. Okay, the variable should be inside the function. Scope of the static variable is extend up to the end of the program. Okay, so static variable are almost the same as auto variable except they remain its existence. So where we are using the auto within the block, but the static we are using means entire program. Can be used to retain values between the function calls. So the same value will be stored in the variable. Still it is it's not able to change. Default value is 0 while we are using extend. A static variable can be used to count the number of calls made of the function. You see here they are used static keyword. What happened? So function call is using the for loop. 3 times it is calling 1, 2, 3. So for these three conditions, 3 times we are calling. First time what happened? Int x equal to 0, x equal to x plus 1. So 0 plus 1, 1, x equal to 1. So 1 will be printed. Okay. So again, second time it is calling. Function call is there. Then function call start int x equal to 0 is there no. So already it is the static variable. So it is not changing the value. So value is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. It will print the 2 value. Again, he may be checked that sentence is correct. So the values are output is 1, 2, 3 because it is static variable. Static declaration can also be used to control the scope of the function. If you want a particular function to be accessible, only to the function in the file in which it is defined and not to any function to other files. So declare the function to the static. If in case we are declare the function as static. If we are declared function as static, this is the static function. The scope of the function how limited. That's why we are going for static end power function. So end of this lecture, we must be discuss about lecture level problems. Develop a C program to use register storage class as well as differentiate global with the static keywords. Okay. So now we are end of this video. Having completed this discussion on storage classes in C language, now students would be able to develop a C program using respective storage classes as per requirements. So now we know that 4 storage classes are there: auto, register, extend, and uh, register, extend, static. Okay. So 4 storage classes is there. Wherever you want, according to your requirements, you can use that storage classes for your programs. So I hope you are enjoyed this video. You understand what is storage classes, how it is used in the program. Still, if you have doubt, you refer the textbook Programming in NCC, with authored by E. Balakur Chapter 9, User Defined Function. Further doubt, you can visit weekly tutorial sheet, as well as if you have doubt, you come with the doubt, we will discuss in your classrooms. Okay. Thank you for listening the video. Thank you very much.